And welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Winning Edge Sports Podcast. Today's actually going to be a little bit different. Myself and Ben are going to be here and we'll kind of go through our 22 players that we would pick in the All-Australian squad.
Correct.
So Ben is sitting across from me today. How are we?
I'm well. How are you, Pat?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. The Baggers are back in the finals, so I'm happy.
Yeah, that was a pretty good win. I guess we'll have to talk about that when our main podcast comes out during the week. And yes, it'll be a very interesting chat.
Yeah, so as Ben just mentioned, this will be separate to our normal podcast. They'll be released later on in the week, like always. But shall we pick our 22 players in the All-Australian team?
I reckon so. Let's get into it. So let's get this out of here. So let's see how we go.
Alrighty, do you want to
So
go
this
first?
is the full back line, and this is the players that we've got on offer. So this is on the AFL.com.au website of building your All-Australian team. So it's got the 44 players in the squad, and it's up to Pat and I to just create a team. So we don't really have much stats in front of us to sort of back out.
We should actually probably have some stats of the players, shall we?
We probably should, yeah. So
We didn't really come prepared for this,
We
did
didn't.
we? No.
Okay, so on the full back line, who's impressed you the most?
I kind of got to go for Weeders here.
Yeah?
Weeders, he missed a couple of games, but I feel like he had a good year enough to make it to the final 22.
Yeah.
So I would put Wiedering in there.
Okay. Boom. He's in. Yeah, I think James Sicily's had a fairly consistent year, and Hawks are playing finals, so
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Would you put him at fullback or halfback?
I still reckon. Like, I think that I don't know, but I reckon they're going to have another set of players for the halfback. So I'm not sure. Do we put? It's tough. I think I'll put Sicily in just
Yep.
because he's been very consistent throughout
Yep.
the year.
Yeah, that's fair.
And who else?
I'm having a look at this player right now, and I would put him down in that final spot for fullback, and that's actually going to be Jeremy McGovern.
Yeah.
I feel like he's had a outstanding year this season for West Coast. They obviously didn't have the greatest record, but they had a better record than last year. Won a few games, which was good to see. And yeah, I feel like overall this season he's been a standout for the West Coast Eagles.
I still reckon Lockie Whitfield. Like, I was looking at his Lockie Whitfield stats. Like, he's fifth in the league for fantasy points. He's third on average disposals per game. He's fourth in the league for kicks. He's and he's got the most disposals. Last round he got 42 against Bulldogs. So
Yeah, alrighty. I mean, like, that is fair enough. I'm having a look at McGovern's stats here, and 20.6 disposals, 6 marks, 1.4 tackles, about 15 odd kicks. I would probably put him down at that final spot of the full backman.
okay, Jeremy McGovern.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so that
So that's our full back.
it's our fullback, and then we'll go next. Hopefully, we've got similar players, but we'll go next. Okay, so we still have Lockie Whitfield. I still reckon we can put Lockie Whitfield in the team. He's had Giants is fourth on the ladder. They've been very consistent. I'll put Lockie Whitfield on the halfback flank. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I would put Whitfield down there. Not gonna stay. Yep. Alrighty, another spot for halfback.
Centre half back. Surely Harris Andrews.
He's had a good year. Um. Yeah, I'll probably put Harris Andrews down there, or Zorko, one of the two. I would put down in the halfback.
Yep.
I might go Harris Andrews though.
Yep. And personally, I reckon, like, despite where they finished, I still reckon Harry Sheasel is
Yeah.
deserving of a mention. Like, he's pretty much been North Melbourne's best player.
True. Do you pop him on the interchange though, or do you pop them here, or do you put him on here?
I still reckon he's still worthwhile putting on. Like,
Yeah.
like if we go through his stats, like he would be, where is he? He's 17th in the league for disposals. He averages, he's had 58 clearances, 68 rebound 50s. Yeah, he's been pretty consistent all round. I reckon we pick him.
Yep.
Okay, next. Okay, so the centre line. Gee, this is gonna be
This is gonna be where.
tough.
Yeah, I know you got a lot of good players there. Oof.
You sort of have to pick like.
Whose
Neil
go
Bonds
is it?
Cripps
Is it my go or your go?
I think it's your go.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for probably a no-brainer option here, and I know it's the wrong team, but probably my favourite to win the Brownlow, and that's actually going to be Nick Dacos.
Okay.
It's a no-brainer option to have Dacos in there.
So Nick's the first one. I reckon Nick. So there's still the other, like,
It's so
centre.
hard here because there's so many good players to pick from.
And like you've got all those Sydney players, like they finished top of the ladder, so you
Yeah.
sort of have to at least pick one. But then you also got Neil, Cripps, and Bont.
Bontempelli, Trelaw, Butters, Horn Francis.
So
It's very tough.
Adam
to
Trelaw
say.
is the 4th in the league for disposals.
What website are you looking at?
AFL.com.au.
Yeah. I can't seem to find those stats, so.
Yeah.
Here we are. I got it here.
So, yeah. If we go to averages, yeah. So, surprised Tom Green is not even in there. He's had a pretty stellar year. Average of 30 disposals. Oh, it's tough. I think I'll have to go with Bont.
Yep. He's had a stellar season this year, and it's kind of like this season or no season for
Yeah.
his chance of a Brownlow, I reckon.
Remember, there's one
it's
more
really
position in the
tough.
midfield once we go to like the ruckman and
Yeah.
the two. So, wait. So I think we might have stuffed something here. So, do you want Nick Dacos on the wing? I think that's pretty much saying. I don't think Nick Dacos plays on the wing. So, do you want him on the wing,
Yeah, we can chuck him on the wing.
or do you put like someone like Max Holmes, who's like the quickest player in the AFL?
Yeah, but has he had a good enough season to make the All-Australian?
True.
This is kind of like the question that you got to think of when you're doing something like this.
Yeah.
Now, I sat for like half an hour last night trying to do this, and this part especially, like, this put my head in because there's so many good players that you can pick from.
Yeah.
It's so tough to pick a good player.
Errol Goulden.
Yeah, you could probably actually put Errol in there because he's had an amazing season.
You got to at least put one Sydney player in there. Like, they finished, what,
Yeah.
top of the line? It would be sort of rigged if
See, I would say if you didn't put Bontempelli, I would say put Treloar in there. Because I'm having a look now. Treloar's 4th in disposals. So, yeah, just overall, I would probably, like, no hate to Bont, like, I would still put the Bont up there for to make the final 22, but I would put Treloar over the Bont. But it's actually really tough, this part. I would leave Dacos there.
Yep.
And I would put maybe probably put down maybe I'm having a look at his stats right now. He's 8th in disposals. And that's actually probably going to be Noah Anderson.
Okay.
That I'll put in there.
Rightio. We go.
Just for everyone that's watching though, me and Ben, we love our footy, but we're no AFL expert here.
No. So the half forward line. A lot of names to pick from.
A lot of Carlton players to pick from.
Paddy Cripps on the half forward flank. Is he really? He wouldn't play half forward.
Nah. Yeah, well, they haven't fixed this up because I don't think Ugle Hager made the extended 44, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Did he? We'd have to.
I didn't think he did.
We'll have a look. Yeah, interesting.
Did he make it?
But his name's not written on here. Just that.
No, not that I can see.
No.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's your turn first.
Yeah. I think Brent Daniels, could play that half forward flank role. His game against Fremantle, I'm not sure if you saw, 29 disposals, 3 goals and 14 tackles. I think I'm picking Brent Daniels.
Yeah, rightio. Is he on here? Yeah, no, he is.
Centre half forward. So it's really either Jezza, Charlie, Harry, Joe, Jake, Waterman, Jesse.
You also got to remember there's another spot for forwards here.
Yeah.
After this. While we think of this, I'm just going to look up this player. Hang on.
It's a tough call.
It's a very tough call. I might go for someone like Tyson Stengel here, maybe.
As a centre half forward. It's a guy who's over 195 centimetres. I think Tyson Stengel's like smaller than I am.
Yeah,
I'm
true,
190
no,
centimetres.
that's actually fair.
I don't think Tyson Stengel would be lining up as your key forward in this team. It would either really be Charlie, Jesse, or Jerry.
Yeah. Well, that's no. I might actually go Jesse Hogan here.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Coleman medalist.
Yep.
Rightio. Okay. The other half forward flank. I think
We've
Isaac
still
Heaney.
got 3 Sydney players there.
Yeah, I think Isaac Heaney.
Yeah.
He tore Collingwood apart. He's probably
Yeah.
the best player. Okay.
Here we go.
Who's your forward pocket?
Do I even really need to say his name?
Harry.
I'm taking Charlie.
Okay.
Reigning 2-time Coleman medalist, I'm taking Charlie Curnow.
Right, yeah. I still think Jeremy Cameron's probably the best forward in the game.
Well, here's your chance to take him.
One more small forward.
I'm not going to take Harry.
That'll be a very tall forward line if you're picking 3 foot.
Yeah.
So Dylan Moore, he's had 19.7 disposals on average.
Here's exactly who I'm thinking right now is do you take Dylan
5.2 marks, 7.3 score involvements a game, 4 tackles a game, and almost 2 score assists a game. So and he's kicked 35 goals as a small forward.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take Dylan Moore as that final spot in the forward line.
Oh, yeah. So, this is where it gets interesting. You've got Tristan Sherry, who is probably the best tackling ruckman that you'll ever find.
Yeah.
Darcy Cameron, who you would have met last week.
Collingwood fan.
Collingwood
You
fan. Yes, I am. And then Max Gawn, who...
Out of those 3, who do you take?
Well, as much as Max Gawn's probably the most experienced out of those 3, I personally wouldn't pick him primarily because I just felt Melbourne's year, on reflection, probably wasn't the best. And it probably, if he was to get in there, I reckon Melbourne would have had to play finals. And then you've got Darcy Cameron, who, if you look at his stats on...
he had an amazing year.
Darcy Cameron played all games, 11 goals, average of 15 disposals, 10 contested possessions, 29 hit-outs a game, 8 to advantage, 4 score involvements, and almost 4 clearances a game.
And if you have a look at his game last week against Melbourne, he was everywhere.
Well, then you look at Tristan Cherry's stats, 18 disposals a game, 12 contested possessions, 34 hit-outs a game, 8.7 to advantage, 4 score involvements, and 6 clearances. So, it's tough. I want to... I'm going to go Darcy Cameron.
Yep, going Darcy.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I agree with you here. I'm having a look at their compared
the
stats. Yeah, I know. I was about to say they compared to Coop. All right. Yeah. I would take Darcy Cameron over Tristan Cherry as well.
Yep. We could have a
This-
midfield group of Cameron, Gorn, and Cherry.
Jeez, that would be
A ruck
bit-
a midfield
be
all
a-
above 190
know.
centimeters.
a rock contest of pretty much over 200 centimeters.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I
This is
feel
your ruck
like
rover and your rover.
I feel like here for your what's this? This followers.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like here you probably need to put someone else, someone in the midfield again.
You wouldn't put Paddy Cripps or Lockie Neal or Errol or Trelaw.
I'm gonna probably lock in Cripps.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in Paddy Cripps here.
Rightio.
And this is me being a biased Carlton fan.
This is difficult. So Lockie Neal, 2-time Brownlow medalist. Then you got Trelaw, the most disposals this year. Then you got most on
It'll be
average.
someone I reckon come Brownlow night. He'll take a lot of votes away from
Bond.
and
Yeah.
Belly.
Andy Brayshaw has been pretty well.
Yeah.
Caleb Sarong, Hayden Young, they're both very good players. Errol Goulden hasn't been picked. Oh, so difficult. I'm going to look at these stats things because I just need to.
So I'm gonna read out these stats to you. All right. This player, his top performances this year was 41 disposals, 23 kicks, 23 handballs, 8 marks, 8 tackles, 11 clearances.
Is that Errol?
No, that's Trelaw.
Trelaw, yeah, right. So Lockie Neal, 3-time All-Australian, 4 times in the squad, 13 goals this year, average of 29 disposals, 13 contested possessions, 7.5 clearances, 3 tackles, 7 score involvements, and 5 inside 50s a game. And then I look at Errol. Errol Goulden, 27 disposals, 8.7 contested.
If you're wanting like to compare Trelaw and Neal, Trelaw has him on disposals, tackles,
Yeah,
kicks, handballs, hitouts,
hitouts.
5.1%. It was there. I had to read it. Trelaw is 0.1. Lockie Neal is none.
Oh, well, I guess we've still got the bench option, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to do Lockie Neal.
Yep.
Okay. Next. Okay,
This
the
is
bench.
it.
So we got a ton of players. So we got Jake Waterman, Trelaw, and all that.
This is where a lot of players are gonna miss out.
Mm-hmm. Over to you, Pat. Your serve.
Can we go down to the final 2 players here? I think based on I'm actually gonna go Errol here.
Errol?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go Errol Gordon here.
He's in. Oh. I think when we were talking to Aiden, I think he said that like most teams have 2 ruckmen.
Yeah.
So as much as I've only got two players to pick from, because after this one I've got one more player to pick. So yeah, probably no, I'll do Trelaw.
Yeah.
two more players.
I actually want to do comparing of two players here.
Who are you comparing? Guessing it's Zach Marrett is one of them. Andrew Brayshaw. Nah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, right. Based on these stats I'm looking at right now,
Who two players are you looking at?
I'm having a compare of Zach Butters and Andy Brayshaw.
Okay. And? How many fines has Zach Butters got over Brayshaw?
True. How many weeks should he have gotten over the season?
Yeah, true.
Based on these stats, I'm going to go for Andy Brayshaw
Okay.
for my last pick.
And last one. Right, yeah. Ooh. Do we go with one ruckman or do we go with two?
That's the question that you got to ask.
Yeah. You've got plenty of tall options, but you don't want to be using them as ruckman. But like, yeah, I'm going to do Tristan Cherry.
Yep.
And then next, right.
All right, so that's our team.
So this is our team from the.
We'll have this up for you all to look at. That's probably a bit better for you all to see.
So, Lockie Whitfield.
Oh, hang on, dude. Going from the halfbacks.
Oh, sorry, yeah, forgot about that. So from the full back line, we got Jacob Wiedering, we got James Sicily, Jeremy McGovern.
Halfback is Lockie Whitfield, Harris Andrews, and Harry Cheezel.
In the centre line, Dacos, Bontempelli, and Noah Anderson.
The half forwards we got is Brent Daniels, Jesse Hogan, and Isaac Heaney.
In the full forwards, we got Charlie Curnow, Jeremy Cameron, and Dylan Moore.
Our followers is Darcy Cameron, Paddy Cripps, and Lockie Neal.
And on the bench, we got Errol Goulden, Adam Trelaw, Andy Brayshaw, and Tristan Sherry. And who's going to be our sub out of that? Trelaw?
Trelaw as your sub. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, no. What am I thinking?
I'll probably say Andy Brayshaw.
Yeah, Andy Brayshaw or Tristan Cherry as your sub.
Yeah.
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 We also had Aiden send through his All-Australian squad last night because he couldn't make it in today. So his squad that he picked for his All-Australian was in the full back line was Lockie Whitfield, Harris Andrews, and Nick Blakey. His halfbacks was Harry Cheezel, James Sicily, and Luke Ryan. His centres was Errol Goulden, Lockie Neal, and Zach Merritt. His half forwards was Brent Daniels, Jeremy Cameron, and Dylan Moore. His full forward was Charlie Curnow, Jesse Hogan, Tyson Stengel. Followers of Max Gawn, Marcus Bontempelli, and Nick Dacos. And his interchange was Caleb Sarong, who was actually a robbery probably from our list.
Yeah, true.
Isaac Heaney, Zach Butters, and Tristan Cherry.
Yeah, nice.
I'm happy with what we
come up with.
Well, yeah, from what we managed to pick, as I said with Caleb Sarom, there was definitely himself and a couple other players that
Probably could
were
have made it.
probably a robbery. And like last year as well, I was having a look. Last year's Brownlow winner wasn't even in the All-Australian squad.
Yeah.
So there's definitely robberies each year, and that's just a case of the AFL just being so powerful and so many dominant players that it's hard to pick when it comes to a situation like this. So I mean, like as I said, like we're no
Expert.
we're no AFL expert. We're not on the panel or anything to pick the All Australian squad, and we never will be. But we're thought that we'll sit here today and pick who we reckon would be in our All Australian squad if it was up to us.
Yeah.
Let us know
What you guys think?
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Who you would pick in your All Australian squad? Who you reckon should go in?
Yeah.
And if we missed anyone that should be in there over someone else, let us know. As always, you can check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify at the Winning Edge Sports Podcast. We post our weekly podcasts up there on Spotify and YouTube. We post daily content up on Instagram at the Winning Edge Sports Podcast.
And yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for watching.
Yep, we'll be releasing our normal podcast later on this week with hopefully Aiden in the studio later on.
And the finals preview.
Yes, finals preview to come. So thank you.
Thank you.